Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Virginia iRacing League. It's round three, the Carver City Steakhouse 185, part of the ViRL Weekly Series. Tonight we've got the trucks here at Langley Speedway, live on Rice Motorsports TV. And I tell you, it has been one hell of a week of racing here, and about to wrap it up with the trucks here tonight. And so we'll see what happens out there tonight at Langley. Of course, we want to give a shout out to our broadcast sponsor, JS Design, the official paint shop of Rice Motorsports TV. I tell you now, if you weren't here last week, I tell you, Paul Bajanic got his first win last week at Hickory Motor Speedway with Kerry Bray right behind him there. And so they did pretty good against the AI trucks last week. And that actually, but he got the win, but Kerry, he's still in the lead there by only by 11 points though, behind Paul. So ahead of Paul. So we'll see if Paul can get a little closer here tonight, here at Langley. And let's see how much time do we have left before we go qualifying. Looks like we got just about a couple of minutes there. Let's take a look at the race info. Of course, it's 81-degree air temperature out there tonight, a little warmer, and winds are only 2 miles an hour. Track temperature is 81 degrees, and that's supposed to say trucks. Race number 3 for the trucks there, folks. Sorry for the typo. And so wrapping up round number 3, and so yeah, it's going to be neat to see get through this week. This is the longest, with the exception of the like the season finale. This will be the longest race, the second longest race of the season. So yeah, we'll see how the guys do out there tonight. 40% fuel, 4 sets of tires, 3 green light checker attempts for 185 laps at this 0.36 mile facility. And as always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. And we're about to wrap up to qualifying here. We'll take a quick break and hear from our sponsor. We'll be right back. You're watching the Carver City Steakhouse 185 here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, we're back, and the checkered flag is about to go in the air here, and that will wrap up the practice session, and we'll move over to qualifying. And I tell you, last week, boy, it was Kerry and Paul duking it out against the AI trucks, and it's going to be the almost like a rematch here tonight. And Ron, he because we're getting down to the summertime months, and some of the guys that would normally be here have other commitments that they have to attend to. So it's almost like a rematch from last week with the trucks. And of course we'll wait for the some of the AI trucks, the drivers, to get on out there and put their times down, and then we'll see what Kerry and Paul can do against them. Should be coming out any second now. They're taking their sweet time tonight. I see Ashton Rice. He's getting out onto the pit road there, getting ready to get going. That's Kerry Bray right over in the 13 machine. Usually they'll all load about at the same time. Oh, there's Oliver Stevens making his way out. He'll be the first one to hit the track. coming down to the stripe. He'll start his first hot lap here. And let's see what Oliver gets here as he crosses the stripe. Original pole, 17.663. Let's see, there's the number 12 there, Clay Rice. And he bumps him immediately, 17.035 for that provisional pole position. Sarah Oliver just laying down her first hot lap, 17.686 for the 78 machine. Let's see, I see the Mike Berg, he's no time yet. Clay Rice just improved on his personal best, 16.743 to end his qualifying. The 15, Chris Page making his way out now. Mike Berg already on a hot lap, and oh, that's messing him up a little bit. That 15 kind of in the way a little bit. Let's see what Berg gets as he crosses the stripe here. And P3 with a 17.440. Now he's coming around. He'll be wrapping up his qualifying. The 15 will be putting down his first hot lap here. Let's see what Mike Berg gets as he crosses the stripe. Probably not the best lap. He still improves his time, but not his position. He actually gets bumped, though, 17.267. And I meant to click on Chris Page there. He is P6 at the moment, 17.676. That side-by-side racing might have compromised both of them. He improves his time, but not his position. Let's see who else is out there. Terrell Rice currently P3 with a 16.868. And looks like he's done as well. There's 25, Matt Holden, currently P8 with 17.910. Trying to pick up on that 9th place time. Actually P8 there. And it jumps up to P4, 17.136 for the 25. And that'll do it for the AI cars. Here comes Kerry Bray making his way out. So it'll be him and Paul Bajanic tonight. Hopefully we'll see these guys on the top step of the podium. Coming around now to start his first hot lap. Clock is running for the 13. I was talking to Kerry before the race and having some throttle issues with his the hardware. Throttle sticking a little bit, and that could pose some problems. That's not a comfortable feeling. You take your foot off the gas, and she's still going. 16.097 is best lap so far. Coming around now to and I've seen him go faster, I believe. Oh, and he touches the wall. Was it before? Yeah, it was before the start-finish line. So. But it still gave him the lap time, but it was slower. Paul Bajanic now making his way out. So Kerry Bray with that 16.1. And actually, I'm sorry, that was an improved time, 16.1. It must have touched the wall right after the start-finish line, so the lap did count. And that is the time to beat for the number 3. Trying to put that in and out truck back in victory lane once again here tonight at Langley. Well, it looked like he ran a little wide coming off the corner there. First hot lap complete. And that has him 16.305 for that first lap. Coming down now to lead his qualifying run. Coming to the stripe. Let's see if he improves his time. And he improves his time, but not his position, 16.166. And that'll do it for Paul Bajanic. And that'll actually do it for the qualifying there as well. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll it over to the warm-up session and get these guys get ready for the race. And we'll be right back. You're watching the Carver City Steakhouse 185 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnet. Is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay, folks, it is time to go racing. Everybody lining up on the grid here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that starting lineup here. And it'll be Kerry Brave leading them to the green flag with Paul Bajanic in that second position. Ashton Rice will be starting third, to play Rice fourth, Terrell Rice in the fifth position. Sixth will be Matt Holden, Oliver Stevens seventh. Eighth will be Mike Berg, Chris Page ninth, and Sarah Oliver rounding up the field in the 10th position. They should be getting the green flag to get going any second now here. And see them got the gridding signal, and starter is signaling to the pace car to get going. And we're off and rolling here. A couple of warm-up pace laps here, and we will be racing for the final time this week at Langley. And I tell you, it has been some close racing. If you didn't get a chance to see them, then go check out the races with the street stocks and the late models. Lots of action here, and we're going to see what happens with the trucks here tonight. Gary, he has been in that victory lane. It's been a couple of weeks here now, and he's won in some other series as well. but looking to get back to that top step once again. Oh, Paul Vajanic, I tell you, he's getting spoiled to being up there on that top step. He was there last week in the trucks, so definitely looking to repeat here tonight at Langley. Making their way down the back stretch, getting ready to get that green flag. Pace car is in.
Green flag,
Got the green flag for the final time. We are racing here tonight at Langley Speedway. Kerry Bray off to a very good start. Boy, look at Ashton Rice challenging Janik. She's got that inside line too. She moved to the inside very quickly. Moving up now, trying to challenge your leader. Janik, he's fighting back on the outside as they race down to turn 3. Kerry Bray is trying to get away from both of them. Rice still fighting hard for that line. She's got it, and Bajanic's going to do the undercut there. And will get by on the inside. Nifty little move there for the number 3, Paul Bajanic. Boy, the number 49 there kind of woke him up there a little bit on that start, but now he's starting to pull away, trying to set sail and catch your leader, Kerry Bray, as they get going. Rice, she's still in the 3rd position. Terrell Rice in the 4th spot. And the 33 there, Oliver Stevens, getting under some pressure from the 12 there. Clay Rice has the number 15, Chris Page, behind him. They're all starting to bunch up a little bit behind the 33 machine. Going to have to find their way around that truck. Meanwhile, Kerry Bray opens it up to a 1 second gap already on Paul Bajanic. Lap 6 of 185. We might break a record here tonight, folks. They finished last night's race just under an hour, 59 minutes. And we'll see if they can break that record here tonight. So far, so good for Kerry Bray. Nice and steady. And these nice races, the trucks, it seems like they're hooking up a little bit better. Not as squirrely in that daytime heat. Obviously, the track temperature is a lot cooler than we've seen it. Air temperature still 81, track temperature 85 degrees. Paul Bajanic continuing in that 3rd position, 1.4 seconds behind the 13. And they're starting to stretch out a little bit from the rest of the field. Got a couple of trucks together. There's Terrell Rice, and they're stretched out a little bit. In fact, everybody's starting to stretch out. I think Oliver Stevens back there. He's still holding up. He might be holding up the 15 there, Chris Page. But that's one of 2. Let's see. Go back to Sarah Oliver. She's back there with Matt Holden, 9th and 10th. They're kind of duking it out, and right behind them is Kerry Bray. And that will be the first truck that he'll have to navigate past. Looks like it's almost 4 of them right there. And we'll see how things go tonight. Gap now 2.8 seconds. Clearly pulling away from Paul Bajanic. And here comes test number 1. Coming out of turn 4. Hitting the tail end of the field, and Sarah Oliver, she'll be the first one to go lap down as he gets past 78. He'll have to work his way through. And he gets through cleanly. Those 3 trucks, puts them a lap down. I think Oliver Stevens right there ahead of him, so that'll be the next truck. There's your leader, Kerry Bray, behind him, closing in rather quickly there. Paul Bajanic still in that 2nd position. He's just he's coming up now on the 15 and the 78, dealing with the 25 there. Matt Holden at the moment trying to get past these lap trucks. He's losing a bit of time and trying to deal with them. Your leader, Kerry Bray, he's already clear of the 7th place Oliver Stevens. So Paul Bajanic really has to get clear of those trucks as soon as possible, which he's just done. Coming up on Chris Page there, and that's only one truck, so that should be easier for him to get past this one. Now 20 laps in of 185. And looks like he might get the move done this time as they come around here lap 21. And he does get clear of the 15. Gap now almost 6 seconds. Kerry Bray working his way past the number 12 there, Clay Rice. Now, don't forget, in the description we have live timing and scoring, so you can see how your favorite driver is progressing along. Now, Kerry, his best time is 16:01. Last time was a 16:72, and Paul Bajanic, his best time, or his last time, was 16:99. Ashton Rice also a 16:90. But as they catch these other trucks, then of course that affects their time. But a lot of the other trucks are lapping. Right now they're lapping in the 17-second range, like very low 17s. Kerry Bray and Paul Bajanic are the only ones that are consistently staying in the I would say mid to high 16-second range. Kerry Bray always got a couple more trucks he's trying to get past right now. That's the 98 there, Terrell Rice. But he's cleared them the gap now at 7 seconds, just over 7 seconds. Paul Bajanic, a little bit of a clean air at the moment. He's got the Oliver Stevens there in front of him. Only one truck though, so maybe he'll be able to get by him quickly here. You know, it's such a long race. I tell you, you just never know how the things will play out at the end. And Paul, he's sometimes he's kind of like a late bloomer in these races, and towards the end of the race, Ray comes alive a little bit. And the field's not quite as big as last night, so that's probably going to help both drivers out, of course. Kerry Bray right now on the other side of the track, actually. He's going down the backstretch, and Paul's just in the middle of 1 and 2. So he's at right now, he's just about exactly half a lap behind your leader. Gap now 7, now just a little over 7.5 seconds. So Kerry Bray, he's just motoring right on along here. And every truck has been lapped now except for Paul Bajanic. He gets past Ashton Rice there. So the question will be now, as this thing goes on, as these tires start to wear, you know, we definitely could see some green flag pit stops. And, you know, when you have a little bit smaller field, and it definitely could mean that it has some very long green flag runs, so it'll be interesting to see how long that gap continues to grow. Kerry Bray there, coming up on Chris Page. He'll be the next one to go another lap down. Paul Bajanic, it's around almost 8.5 seconds back to the second place there, Paul Bajanic. But Carey on a nice little roll here, now just breaking the 9-second gap, and that little bit of hesitation, you saw it dip down to like 8.9, and once he got past, he's definitely able to lap better. Paul Bajanic, he might have to worry about going a lap down here. He's that gap is continuing to grow. He is 9.5 seconds behind your leader, Carey Bray. And even if he did go a lap down, he'd still obviously be in that second position. But you know, he definitely wants to at least try to maybe see if he can get up there and compete for a win. But we're only 38 laps in, and well, I tell you, the gap just continues to grow. And Paul, he might be struggling here a little bit tonight, and he's probably doing the best he can. Pardon my graphics, why is he so quiet? That audio wasn't adjusted right. There we go. You couldn't hear his onboard there. But I tell you, let's look at the lap time comparison, because let me see here. Let's show the lap time history here, and let's move it up here to Carey. And he is boy, the last 5 laps, he has been anywhere from 0.4 of a second to 1.2 seconds faster than Paul Bajanic. So he is definitely going to be catching Paul if that kind of pace continues. There's just no way Paul's going to keep from going a lap down if Carey ends up, you know, as you can see, lap after lap, how that's continuing to go along here. Now, if we jump over to Paul Bajanic and we switch that so he can see his time compared to Carey at the same numbers. Carey with the green numbers down below. He is definitely clearly faster after every single lap. So bottom line is Carey Bray just really has a good handle. The same way, now this reminds me of Andy Kosalova in the street stocks this past Tuesday. And I mean, he had that thing hooked up, and there's Carey Bray with Paul Bajanic right in front of him, about to put that number 3 down on the one lap, and Paul down on the inside and fighting, trying to stay on the lead lap. Carey's right there, and the 25, Matt Holden, he's not even on the lead lap. Oh, looked like maybe Carey had to check up, and that 25 is getting right in there, making Carey go around the high side, take the long way around, and they catch some of that lap traffic as Paul's trying to stay on the lead lap. But it may only be a matter of time before Paul gets, but you see Carey Bray right there on the outside there, and I think he finally got him. Carey Bray finally does put Paul Bajanic a lap down. And Paul, he's just not able to get on the power. And if you listen to how he's getting on the power, and you listen to Carey, he's definitely putting the power down a lot quicker coming off the corner. Paul being a little bit more cautious, and that tells me that you know, he might be fighting a bit of a loose condition. Oh, and Paul had a little spin there. I think that's what it looks like. He just did catch it.
Yellow flag
And
is out.
oh, we do have a caution, and I think that's Ashton Rice. Something happened with her. And let's go back and take a look and see. It looks like she's towing back to the pits. So there's Ashton, there's Paul Bajanic, and he's going under the 49. And I wonder if she actually, that might have, is Clay Rice. I'm not sure where he is on track at the moment. Let's see. Clay, no, he's someplace totally different. I'm not sure. Oh, the 15 got into the 49, Ashton Rice, and kind of knocked her over there to the side just a little bit. Definitely scraped up the side of that 49 machine, and but she definitely are having some problems from that contact there. So caution number 1, Carrie Bray down on pit road, and Paul wasn't involved, so he'll be lucky dog, so he'll be getting a lap back, and there he is now coming around. Of course, he'll have to start at the back of the field. A full set of tires there for Carrie Bray. Paul Bajanic just going by. He's coming around now to the momentarily in the lead, but then he comes around and comes in the pits. And of course, he'll have, being that lucky dog, he'll have to go to the end of the longest line, which just basically be down to the tail end of the field. Paul down to his pit box. Let's see if he gets 4 sets of tires, and he's getting left sides. Did he get right sides? I didn't see the truck go up on the right side there, and that's interesting. And okay, I was about to say I hope he didn't get a speeding penalty or anything. So being careful on that pit exit. So he'll come back out and join the tail end of the field. Carey, he's out on pit road, and all of those trucks ahead of him, I'm thinking everybody's going to get a waved round because they're all between the pace car and the leader. So when we get the 1 to go, I would imagine that they're going to be waved around here. And Paul Bajanic will actually be restarting in that second position. And there they go now. They're all, look at the whole gang. They're all taking off. But that'll allow your leader, Carrie Bray, to come on up and get into position. Getting ready for the restart. Paul Bajanic right there next to him for the restart, or right behind him. Pace car's in. We got a green flag, and the rest of the field hadn't even come around yet for the restart. It's such a short track, and those two men, they're going to hit that traffic pretty soon. Paul Bajanic off trying to run down number 13 there, Carrie Bray. Somebody, Ashton Rice, she remains on pit road. Paul Bajanic will try to keep us close to Carey as much as possible. Of course, you see the gap is already starting to grow once again. 1.6 seconds between him and the 13. Yeah, you guys, of course, as the race goes on, the track rubbers in more and more, and the handling will change as time goes by throughout the race. But it, like I said before, it does look like Paul's kind of fighting that truck a little bit here tonight. Not quite as smooth as he was in the late models or even the street stocks for that matter. And looks like he may have his hands full just a little bit out there. He's fast enough to stay ahead of the rest of the field, but right now doesn't look like he's able to really keep pace with the 13 that Carrie Bray. He's got Sarah Oliver. She's right there in front of the 13. She'll be the first one to go another lap down. Already 1 lap down, you'd see the 13 Carrie Bray coming up very quickly. And Carey will proceed to pick them off one at a time here. Trying to work his way through traffic. Paul Vajanic, still a pretty clear field so far. No traffic to speak of. I honestly feel like it's a little bit of a long night for Paul Vajanic. Right now, he's just going to try to just make it through this race. All he has to do is just keep doing what he's doing right now. He'll have that second place sewed up easy. Well, your leader, Kerry Bray, he's right in the thick of it now, working through that traffic. Oh boy, just got past Clay Rice, got the 15 there, Chris Page. Oh, and he squeezes down on the inside of the 45. Mike Berger in the 45 machine is next. And he might have to, is he going to split the two of them? He's obviously being held up by the 33. Gary Bray doing a good job navigating through the field. Yeah, he had a rough night last night and got hung up in some stuff and actually had a DNF. So was not a good night in the late models from last night. So definitely making up for lost ground last night. And the gap now is just over about around 6.5 seconds between him and second place Paul Vajanic as he makes his way past Matt Holden. Coming around to start lap 72, getting very close to the halfway point. I tell you, this race is going by fast here tonight, folks. We are just flying through this race. We had that one caution, pretty minor caution there, slight collision between the 15 and the 49. But other than that, things are going along pretty daggone good. Paul Vajanic still has not hit any traffic yet. And there's 2 or 3 trucks there ahead of him. Clay Rice and the 15, Chris Page, among others there. Well, who is that? I think that may be the 98 of Terrell Rice up there as well. I think I see, couldn't tell who the other one is up there. So Paul working his way in. Now, Paul, he's taking a provisional next week. He won't be here for the late models, but I mean, he won't be here for the street stocks. But he'll be racing the late models and the trucks. And of course, a couple of weeks from now, we're going to one of his favorite tracks, Martinsville, and he's got some previous obligations, and man, he's gonna miss the entire week. So that is just, I know he's gonna hate being away from Martinsville. And Ashton White, she is still on pit road after all this time, and she may, I don't know, it might have decided just to put it behind the wall for the evening. Kerry Bray now. I'd say about 15 laps from the halfway point or so. Starting lap 80 of 185. And he's making his way down the back stretch. And man, I tell you, look at that. He's really, Paul, you can tell that Paul's struggling here tonight because Harry is really catching him. And the thing is, if there's another caution before he passes any more trucks, then because Paul will end up not being, he'll be the lucky dog, but then Paul would need him to pass the 98 to put him 2 laps down, and also the number 12 as well, because there's 3 trucks that are, and Paul Vajanic getting well out of shape, and I think Kerry Bray is not too far behind. Paul Vajanic definitely struggling tonight in that in and out burger machine. Just trying to hold on and make it to the end of this one here. Kerry Bray not too far behind there, getting past the 78 there, Sarah Oliver. Coming up on the 3. to put him once again a lap down. Now, if that caution hadn't come out, I don't know. I wonder if they would still be out there now. Would they have done a green flag? Because, Kerry Bray got had to check up there a little bit himself. He's trying to see if he can pass Paul on the outside. Paul's staying down low. Kerry goes on by, trying to get on by anyway. Paul's obviously trying to fight to stay on the lead lap. It looks like and they get together. Paul Vajanic gets a little bit of a slide there. Lucky it didn't spin, but he does end up losing that lap. And Ashley Rice did finally make it back out, so I thought she wasn't coming back out, but she's multiple laps down, but making her way back out into the race. So we do have all 10 trucks back on track. Paul Bajanic now has to deal with the 49. Bajanic he continues to be in the lucky dog position if a caution were to come out. It looks like Paul, he's just looking for some way he just can't get any traction out there tonight. Man, I can't wait to talk to him after the race, and well, I'll tell you, this might be one that he's going to want to forget, because it's frustrating if you can't put the power down. It's like that time, it looked like it was just tight coming off the corner, coming off of turn 2. It's even coming off of turn 4. It almost seems like he's loose in and tight off. And then you can see how he cranks that. Sometimes he really has to crank that wheel even more on corner exit. Meanwhile, Kerry Bray continues to work his way through the field, just clearing the 33 there. Oliver Stevens. Paul Bajanic and Mike Berger are the only two that are one lap down at the moment. And actually, now he's got Holden up ahead of him, Matt Holden. He's a little over a straightaway ahead of your leader, but he'll be the next one to go a lap down. There he is, and there's Kerry Bray coming out of turn 4. So as we're racing along, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the Carver City Steakhouse 185 here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, we're back. It is lap 104 of 185. Paul Bajanic still only one lap down, but Kerry Bray not too far behind. He continues to motor along here now. Now, we saw in the break there were several trucks that came in for green flag pit stops, but that definitely put a lot of the field multiple laps down. So right now, let's see Oliver Stevens making his way down pit road. Paul Bajanic, he is currently the only truck one lap down. Of course, that might change here soon, depending on how quick Kerry Bray gets in there, catches him. But right now, he's got that lap all to himself. Mike Berg, he's 2 laps down at the moment. See, where is Kerry at? Oh, Kerry's just coming off of turn 2, and Paul Bajanic's just coming off of turn 4. Now, of course, you would think some of these trucks that just pitted, they're going to have fresher tires. That may be. Oh, Paul Bajanic gets into the 33 and had to check up there a little bit. He didn't get much damage, though, so it looks like he's okay. Hardly, I can't even see any damage at all, really. Kerry Bray just coming down to turn 1 right behind him. And so he'll be running up on that bit of traffic. You can see Paul Bajanic just ahead of the car that's in front of Kerry Bray, the 45 there, Mike Berg. So Paul Bajanic on the verge of going another lap down, but Mike Berg, who's running in third, will lose another lap himself as Kerry passes him first, and that will still keep Paul Bajanic in that lucky dog position as being the truck. He'd be the only truck 2 laps down, and so now we're kind of looking here. Kerry Bray now getting really close to the 45. Paul Bajanic's right in front of the 45 machine, and 45 actually is getting past Paul Bajanic. And Paul Bajanic really wants Kerry Bray to get past that 45, because right now Paul very close to going another lap down. And surprisingly, Mike Berg, he's kind of getting away from the 2 of them. Paul's the one now fighting to stay, and now he goes 2 laps down, and he's still in the lucky dog position, because, you know, Mike Berg, he would have to go all the way around the track just to catch up to the tail end of Paul Bajanic. They're on the same lap, but he's kind of like on the tail end of being 2 laps down. So, and right now he's trying to get past the number 33, because that's not for position. Stevens is in the 8th position there, 4 laps down. Kerry Bray coming up on them. Paul Bajanic, pretty clean air right now, so he kind of, in a sense, not have to worry about that. Somebody's on. Okay, oh, that was him. Got a pit road indicator. They are taking. You notice that a lot of now you've probably seen that throughout the week. You don't really get a penalty for that. Sometimes they go well below that white line, and Paul pretty much just running the pit entry lane there as he makes his laps around Langley. Even as he's coming out from between turns 1 and 2, as he's coming off of 2, doing the same thing there, trying to shorten up that lap as much as possible. So they're able to get away with that, not getting any kind of penalty from iRacing on doing that. Hey, you have to find every little advantage you can when you're out there racing. Now lap 20 and make it 21 of 185. Kerry Bray finally did get past the 45 there of Mike Berg, putting him 3 laps down. So, like we were saying, Paul Bajanic, he's 2 laps down, but he's on that lap by himself. So if anything were to happen, And if he's not involved, he would get the lucky dog for sure and get one of those laps back. So Kerry Bray, I'm sure he's really happy how things are going here tonight, considering the bad luck he had last night. Much better outcome ahead of him tonight so far. And just slowly winding our way towards the end there. Matt Holden during the 6th position. Clay Rice, he's in the 4th spot. Ashton Rice, she did get back on track. She finished place 37 laps down. She was on pit road for a long time. She was actually on pit road about just over 9 minutes. So it was a long time because they don't have fast repairs in this league. And Paul Bajanic on pit road, and now he is going to lose. Well, you know what? That could put him behind Mike Berg, and that's not good. He's doing a 4-tire stop, which he is. He might lose 2 laps in the process. That might drop him. He only did just the right side tires. Let's see where that puts him. He's boy, he now drops down to 4th, but he is on the same lap as Mike Berg, Clay Rice, Terrell Rice, and yeah, the 4 of them, they're all 3 laps down. So that's going to put Paul in a little bit tighter position here. He needs to try to race up past the number 12 and the number 45 to get back to the top there. Oh, and it's just, oh man, poor Paul is just struggling here tonight. Boy, he's had some good luck the last couple of weeks and even this week in the other races, but it's catching up with him a little bit here tonight at Langley. Meanwhile, on lap 129 here, Kerry Bray working past 15 there, Chris Page. Mike Berg, he's in that 2nd position now, 3 laps down. Clay Rice is in the 3rd spot, and Paul Bajanic is running 4th, and Paul is a good little ways behind, like I said, the 12 and the 45. That's all for position. So, oh boy, look at Sarah Oliver do the undercut there on the number 3. But that's kind of Paul's mission now, to try to see if he can get back up there. At the very least, catch the number 12 there. Clay Rice tried to snag a podium position, and he just about loses it. Battling with the 78 there. And now we got your leader, Kerry Bray, coming down pit road, green flag pit stop. And he has to hope that nothing goes wrong while he's in the pits. He's obviously going to lose a lap in the process. Well, he might not lose a lap at all because Mike Berg, he's 2 laps down, and you lose 1 to 2 laps. He's doing a 4-tire stop, so he's going to end up. Now Berg is only 1 lap down. There he is. He's making his way out. Where's Mike Berg? He's on the back stretch. Gary Bray is coming out, so he was able to get in and out. See, Clay Rice is also on 1 lap down. He got a lap back as well when the 13s pitted. So Kerry Bray, everybody got well, Mike Berg and Clay Rice got a lap back from the 13 when he did that green flag pit stop. Now we're lap 133 of 185. So Mike Berg, let's see where he is on the track. He's coming out of turn 4. Kerry Bray is not too far behind him. In fact, Clay Rice in the 3rd position is only as his sister Ashton Rice between him and the 13th, so he ended up going another lap down here. And as far as the 12 is concerned, Paul Bajanic a little bit further back, he'd be very interested in trying to catch that number 12 to see if he can grab a podium position. But I mean, as this race goes along, the track temperature hasn't changed. It's still 85 degree track temperature. So, but I tell you, Paul just does not have the grip out there tonight, and getting close to Matt Holden there. And he's still got a lot of racing to go. He would probably love to catch the 12 and to at least get on the podium. To end out the week with the podium position, that would be great. And he clears the it was wobbling there a little bit, and boy, I tell you, that truck is all over the place tonight. Paul is he is wearing that thing out here tonight. Meanwhile, Mike Berg, he's remains in that second position, only one lap down, and but he's about to go a second lap down, and there he goes. Kerry Bray gets on past, and so now Mike Berg, he's on the same lap once again. We're right back where we were before. Mike Berg, Clay Rice, Paul Bajanic, and actually Terrell Rice. Those four trucks are 2 laps down. They're all battling on the same lap. Mike Berg in that second position. Clay Rice a little bit further behind, and actually Paul Bajanic moves into third. He does get into that podium position ahead of the 12. So let's see. Paul, he last pitted on lap 122. Mike Berg pitted on lap 96. You would think he'd be coming in after a while here. Your leader, Kerry Bray, pitted on lap 131. Clay Rice pitted on lap 97. So you would think both the 45 and the 12 would come in well before the 3 did, but the way Paul is sliding around out there, he's probably eating those tires to pieces, and that's going to be a hard thing for him to deal with. Let's take a look at the race stints here and see if we can see how long they've gone here. Now you can see Kerry Bray, his first stint, he went 52 laps. That second stint, boy, that was a long one, 79 laps. Botanic, he went 53 on the first stint, but he only went 69. 10 laps shorter on that second stint, and that's really where he lost some time there. And Kerry Bray able to go 10 laps further. They're coming up on the 98 there, Terrell Rice, and he will go 3 laps down. So now there's 3 trucks that are 2 laps down. That'd be Paul Bajanic, Mike Berg, and Clay Rice. But Paul Bajanic, he has also gotten past the 45 as well. So he's back up to the second step on the podium. He may not, right now he's not battling for a win, but I tell you, he's digging down deep and trying to keep that truck moving forward and get himself in the best. And he's looking a little better too right now. I don't know. He's not sliding as much as he has been doing before. He's zipping right on past the 15 there. Chris Page coming up on the 7-8 there. Sir Oliver. Now lap 150 of 185. Kerry Bray, a bunch of clean air right now. No trucks around him at all. He doesn't have Matt Holden ahead of him. Second place, Paul Bajanic, like before, he's just over half a lap, almost right, exactly half a lap, or say 2 or 1.5 laps, so maybe, or 2.5 laps, or something like that, behind Kerry Bray. They were just basically on the other side of the track. So Kerry, he's in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Paul Bajanic actually is already on the back stretch, so he's actually a little closer as he works his way down underneath the 98 of Terrell Rice. But now, see, that's going to help Kerry Bray. Now, even if a caution would have come out, that would still, he's got that extra lap caution cushion there. Even if Paul got a lap back, he'd still be 1 lap down. Shout out to the Roman Rotheries there. Able to tune in and watch the race here. Yep, I tell you, Paul, he's been really, he's been fighting that thing here tonight, folks, I tell you. And He was able to, there were a couple of times that it looked like it might get away from him, but so far he does. It's still a little loose coming off the corner, but it seems like, I don't know, something that he's doing, he started doing different in the last handful of laps, and it just seems like he's lapping a little bit better. Because Kerry Bray, his last lap was a 17.4. Paul's last lap was a 16.7. Now that may be because Kerry's in traffic, and no, he's right by himself. But he really doesn't have any need to push that hard because Paul's a couple of laps down, so he doesn't have to exactly worry about pushing that much. He can just preserve those good years, take his time, work his way through this traffic. It changes your strategy when you have a cushion of a lap or two between you and the next car or truck. And then as you encounter your traffic, you don't, that same sense of urgency isn't there. And it just gives you an opportunity just to ease up. And the closing rates on some of these lap trucks, that's the thing that can catch you out a little bit if you get caught up to them too quick. And don't, now he's being held up a little bit here, trying to get by the ladies, Sarah Oliver and Ashton Rice. And they're not actually battling for position either. Oliver is 5 laps down. Rice, Ashton Rice, she's 36 laps down. Kerry Bray, he's kind of stuck behind him right now. He's not trying to, push to something. And that's kind of what, he might be having flashbacks from last night, folks. He got stuck behind some AI cars, and something went horribly wrong, and it was the end of the night for him. And so he definitely does not want to throw away a lead here. Only 23 laps remaining. He is too close to victory to mess anything up now. He does manage to get down on the inside of the 78, and he gets free and clear of that little group of trucks right there. So he can continue on his way. Paul Bajanic. Plenty of clean air here. 22 laps remaining. He looks like he should have the second place locked up there. Now the carries in clean air once again. Their lap times are actually almost identical. Kerry's last lap was a 16.64. Paul ran a 16, but now he just completed another lap. That was 17.2. So, but he has been cranking out some laps close, similar to the number 13. But obviously being 2 laps down, it doesn't really count for a whole lot right now. He just wants to keep pushing and get to that checkered flag. Mike Berg is quite a ways behind the number 3, so no problem there. Clay Rice is not too far behind of the 45 himself, stuck between Sarah Oliver and Ashton Rice. So far, so good for Paul Bajanic there and Kerry Bray. Paul now going into turns 3 and sorry, he's coming out of turn 4. Kerry is just about to hit turn 3. So yeah, he 16 laps to go. He might still catch Paul again, as everybody else is 3 laps down except for Paul Bajanic. He's right now he's 2 laps down. He's got that lap by himself. Last lap for Kerry Bray was a 16.50. 16.72 was Paul Bajanic's last lap, so still a couple of tenths slower. Oh, I'm sorry, I take that back. He was a tenth, almost a tenth quicker, but I mean 2 laps down. So, but that'll might help keep him ahead of the 13. And there's Kerry Bray coming out of turn 4. No traffic whatsoever for the 13. That's Terrell Rice in front of him, but 1.5 seconds down the road. And then when tonight's race is over, we'll be packing up the show and moving on to the next track. You know, the weekly series. We run the same track 3 times a week. The late models. I'm sorry, the street stocks and late models, and then the trucks here on Thursdays. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The guys will take a break this weekend and regroup and come back next week. Andy Casalova, he may be waiting to get back in those street stocks. We'll see what Andy can do next week himself. He was very strong in the street stocks this past Tuesday with a commanding win. Pretty much like Kerry Bray is doing here tonight. Very similar. Kerry, he's really been on it. And having the truck has been well under control, at least from the looks of it anyway. He's making it look like the truck hasn't been getting away from him. It's been very well planted coming off the corners. Oh, and Kerry Bray just has touched the wall. 6 laps remaining, very close to the end now. It looks like he's about to come up on a gaggle of trucks here. No pressure to have to get past them. But you know, it's hard sometimes to slow down, you know, short track racing. It's such a rhythm track, you know, and you have to do, if you break your rhythm, that can kind of mess you up in a sense. And Kerry Bray being careful now, working his way through the traffic. Paul Bajanic, he's just ahead of him. He's there, and there's Kerry working his way through that traffic. 3 laps to go. And Paul Bajanic's 3 seconds ahead of him. Paul may be able to hold on and not go another lap down. There he is. There's Paul crossing the line. Kerry Bray's coming around the penultimate lap. He'll be getting the white flag next time around. So Paul, he's up there. It looks like he's definitely far enough ahead to keep from going another lap down as he comes around, and then we'll see Kerry come around. He'll be coming around to that white flag. That's the final lap. About time to say goodbye to Langley here, folks. Boy, we had a lot of fun here tonight. Fun here all week long. And Kerry Bray, he's coming around, and he'll end out the week. The 3rd race of the week. Race win here for Kerry Bray here tonight at Langley. Paul Bajanic obviously holds on for that P2 position. Kerry Bray is excited to be able to do some celebratory donuts there. As he pulls on in there to Victory Circle, and so we'll go ahead and we'll grab him and Paul and bring him up into the booth here with us. Let's go ahead and bring them up to the winner's circle, and we'll head on down there with them. Okay, folks, we got your 2 top finishers here on the podium. It's Kerry Bray and Paul Bajanic. Hey, Kerry, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here, bud. How's it going?
Pretty good. A lot better ending tonight than last night, huh?
Yeah. I was dealing with that throttle issue all night. It was making me go faster, I guess.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's crazy. So, because it's like you would lift and it's kind of pushing you through the turns or something.
Yeah, you'd see me go to the outside wall a few times.
Yeah. Wow.
It would hold at $7,000, and
Good grief.
but
Yeah, that couldn't have been a
definitely
very,
fun.
yeah, it couldn't have been a super comfortable feeling, but you managed it well, though, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, anybody want to give a shout out to it?
Just yard guys.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations on the win, and I tell you, time for us to get away from Langley and move on to the next one. So we'll see it. We'll see you next week.
All right, bud. Appreciate it.
Hey, Paul, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. You got me?
Yeah, man. I tell you, man. I tell you,
Wow.
you had your hands full tonight, man. But you managed to get back up there and to that second step. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, that was. I think Terry's a good driver and he's quick, and I know that. So I made the choice to change my steering ratio, and I totally went the wrong way.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was a battle.
Woo, boy.
Hard killing me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Go to turn, it would just go straight.
Wow.
Major turn. But
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
Talking to me, so.
Yeah. Yeah. That's.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Yeah. This sounds
Probably
like.
the roughest race I ever raced,
Man,
actually.
you probably ready for an In-N-Out burger right now, aren't you?
Real. That's it. It's coming. Keep talking. What, 7 more days?
Yeah, Dave. You counting them down too, boy.
Oh, you don't even know. 7 days, 12 hours.
There you go.
But,
Anybody
yeah.
want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just Kerry for showing up, man, and just miss the dudes that didn't make it, and definitely to you and the broadcast always, and yeah, just everybody who watches.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations, guys, and good job hanging in there, both of you. And we'll see you guys next week.
All right, buddy.
All right, see y'all later.
Have a good weekend.
You're done. See you. Okay, folks. Well, that'll do it, and let's go ahead and let's get our the final race results up here for you. And Coach Kerry Bray bringing home the victory here tonight. Final victory of the week here at Langley. Paul Bajanic fighting his way back to that second position, never giving up. And hey, like I say, it's never over till it's over. You just got to keep on digging. And I tell you, it has been a fun race here at Langley, but it is time to move on. It's round number 4. It'll be Lanier National Speedway, and that'll be our next stop here with the ViRL Weekly Series. So don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. So for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.